And welcome into the Paul Farrington Show, a fun Friday edition of the Paul Farrington Show. If anyone knows how to say ratatouille or ratatouille, whatever the pronunciation is, if anyone truly knows,
please hit us up.
Please let us know, because Jack came in here flaming hot about the reel that we released today.
I'm sticking to my guns that it's ratatouille.
Basically made fun of him for his pronunciation of ratatouille. It sounded to us like he said ratatouille, but apparently in the movie that's what they say. So if anyone knows the correct pronunciation, that would be great for us to figure that out. And no one here. Ziggy's trying to learn French at the moment. I believe he's doing well. And
I'm learning to read French. I'm not learning to speak French.
Yeah, when you learn it fluently, eventually you'll see.
Yeah. So Jack might be the most fluent in French out of any of us here. It appears.
Why don't we have Ziggy just ask his French teacher?
My cross country coach.
I don't have a French. I'm my French teacher.
We'll have to find. You know what? We'll ask Jali from high school.
I had a French track coach for 4 years. You think I don't know?
Yeah, we'll try and find him. The NFL schedule release that was today. For some, it's very overhyped. For others like us, it's exciting and hopeful. Jack is super pumped up about the Steelers' schedule.
14 wins.
We'll talk about that a little bit today, but a more thorough breakdown next week. We're also going to look at the Giants. 7 out of their first 10 games on the road. First team ever to have that. We'll get to them later. The Vikings and the Packers flip positions in the odds to win the NFC North. I'm not very happy about it. We'll discuss that. But we're going to start off with the Jets. Okay, remember, please like, comment, subscribe. All the help we can get. What do we always say? It goes a long way.
It goes a long way.
Likes, comments, subscribes.
More than you know.
Subscriptions, they go a long way. Paul Farrington joined by Jack Weinberger, Robert Ziggy Ziegler, University of Virginia, and Zach Bloomquist, the best producer in the game. Did Andrew win today, by the way?
They won 12-1 as a emergency roll. Yeah.
Awesome. So Coach Keenan doing well again. He might have to actually get tickets to go up to Foxborough for the Patriots opener, because they're honoring Tom Brady, and that's his guy.
Oh, I mean, he might have to.
Yeah. So he might have to be at that game.
That is his guy.
If Andrew's not here, we got to poke a little fun at him. So Tom Brady will be honored at the opener for the Patriots. As I said before, though, let's quickly look at the Jets here. Their season schedule is out now. The first month of Aaron Rodgers, and this is what they get. Buffalo on Monday Night Football on September 11th. At Dallas, host New England, so they get Belichick very quickly. And then they have Kansas City at home on Sunday Night Football. So a less than ideal start for New York, would you say?
Yeah, for sure. The first season in a long time for the Jets, with high hopes entering the season, and you get the Super Bowl champs within the first 4 weeks. You get one of the best teams in the AFC, one of the best quarterbacks in the AFC, first week of the season, and you get Dallas on the road. So, yeah, I mean, that's the first 5 weeks.
That can easily be 1-3.
That could be 1-3. I do think that it's very, very big for the Jets to be at home against the Chiefs and the Bills. On the road, I'd probably book those as 2 losses. At home, they can win both those games. I think they're going to win week 1 as a dog.
You think
the
so?
fact they booked as a dog is pretty crazy.
I like that. Well, they won last year at home against the Bills. They had Zach Wilson at quarterback.
But, I mean, to see Josh Allen and Mahomes 2 out of the first 4 weeks.
Oh, but the other 2 are tough too.
Not fun.
They haven't beat Belichick in what? Like, hasn't been years?
They'll beat the Pats. The Pats aren't.
Oh, you know that they should. But you get Belichick and you're at Dallas. It's a tough start, because even after that, at Denver, who we think could be much better, and Philadelphia week 6.
Look, Russ, Sean Payton on the road.
So that opening to the schedule, that after Denver, it's Philly. Then they have a bye at the Giants. They have the Chargers, and then at Vegas. Vegas might not be great, but still on the road. It's a tough start for the Jets.
I mean, having Philly, KC, Buffalo, and Dallas before your bye week, that can be 2 and 4 going to the bye.
Yeah.
And AFC,
go ahead,
Go, sorry.
Yeah. I was going to say, that's a real problem for this Jets team, I think, because there's a lot of pressure on this team right now. Jets fans are excited. They want wins. They're looking ahead to the Super Bowl, to the AFC Championship game. And if this team starts off slow, can you imagine? Like 2 and 4 would not be terrible, that record, right? This would put them in a good spot, frankly, to make the playoffs.
I mean, I don't know if it's a good spot, but
they're in a decent spot, right? Because you look at their last 6 games, and it's Falcons, Texans, Dolphins, Commanders, Browns, Patriots. Like there's 4 or 5 winnable games there. Like, if there starts being a lot of negative talk about this team early, and we've seen there's a lot of young guys. We know Aaron Rodgers can get moody, and he, with these Green Bay teams, often gets off to a slow start, right? We saw how bad the Packers were last year when he was in a new offense with new players. I worry that this could cause real problems for the confidence and harmony of this team when you've got a coach and a GM that are on the hot seat.
I mean, the Jets will be favored in 80% of their games this year. Mm-hmm. And if they can take care of who they should take care of and then split against those tougher teams, that's a playoff team. That's a high seed.
That's what I'm looking at too.
And playoffs with Rodgers, that you win, anybody can win.
Yeah, these first 12 weeks here, after Vegas, they have at Buffalo, Miami. So those first 12 weeks are a lot of tough games. And this is where we'll kind of take the brighter view of things here. If they're able to get off to a hot start, let's say they go 8-4, something like that, which is very doable. I think this is a very, very talented team. All of a sudden, you have it, like you were saying, Ziggy, Atlanta, Houston. At the Dolphins is tough, but then Houston again. It looks. Wait, that can't be right. That has to be a typo, right?
No, that's Washington for Week 16.
Oh, okay, yeah. So who else? Rich Samini, the Jets reporter, had a typo there then. But anyway, still Washington, Houston, Cleveland, New England, all very winnable. So this team, depending on the start to the season, what's going to be so crucial for them is I think they need to be in contention for the 1 seed. It's really hard to win in Arrowhead. It's hard to win in Buffalo. It's hard to win in Cincinnati. These are all tough places to play with really good quarterbacks. To get a 1 seed would really, really help. I mean, that New York crowd in the playoffs, we haven't seen it for a long time, but those fans wake up when it matters. If they can start the season off strong and having those games like Kansas City at home, those tiebreaker games, it's going to be really fun football to start the Aaron Rodgers tenure.
You look, if you're the Jets and you can go in your first 6 weeks, if you beat the Bills and the Chiefs at home, let's say you can afford a loss at Dallas and then to Philly. If you can start 4-2 when you beat Kansas City head to head, you can run the table.
Yeah, no.
That's a potential number one seed.
They can go really far. So I have my eyes on those first 6 weeks, right up, or that goes to the bye, right? Week 7.
Yeah, exactly.
1, 2, 3. Yeah. So by the bye, if they can be sitting at 3-3, 4-2, it lines up nicely for New York to have a pretty solid season.
And am I shocked if Rodgers at home against the Eagles, Chiefs, and Bills wins them all? No, I wouldn't be.
I think that there's so much hype right now around this team, and Jets fans are so happy. I think all of them right now are kind of just basking in this for the next few months. Everyone that I've talked to who loves the Jets and has rooted for them for years, they're saying like right now is the happiest I've been in years.
Oh, for
and
sure.
They're almost like waiting for the collapse to come during the regular season, which it's very possible. If Rodgers isn't good, they're screwed. They're really screwed. I think it's going to be exciting, but yeah, circle those first 6 games and say 3-3, 4-2. Once you're done with that, let's turn it on. Because some people are coming out saying like, I don't want to name any names, but some big name people in the media are coming out and saying like they're toast with this opening schedule, and that's just not true.
I mean, that's not true at all. But I don't think the Jets will win the AFC. I think it'll be more of a.
I'd have to guess no as well.
I think it's more of a letdown this year than people think it's going to be. But I think they'll be very good.
A reasonable expectation, I think, a reasonable goal for this Jets team, I think, is make the AFC Championship game. If you do that, you've done very well for yourself, given this team's history. And it's good, right? I don't think people should be freaking out about this early schedule, because if they're the team they want to be and think they are, this shouldn't scare them. These are the teams they have to be able to play and win. There's no way you're making the championship game.
And you get them at home. And you get them at home. That's what you really like.
Yeah, 3 of the 4 hardest games here are at home. Yeah, so I think actually getting an early test and getting to see what this team can actually do, I think everyone should be excited about that, the Jets included.
Ziggy, I think it's fair to say that the AFC Championship game is a good goal. I really think that this team has their eyes on a bigger prize in the Super Bowl. But would you say that, do you think Rodgers is going to come back for the second season?
I think that trying to project what Aaron Rodgers will do is impossible.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea what's going on with him. I think if he doesn't come back for a second season, this trade will be a failure for the Jets unless they win a Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
But he's certainly acting like he's thinking about coming back. He's saying the right things. But next year, you are going to get exactly the same offseason drama that Packers fans have become accustomed to.
So speaking of the Packers.
Oh, just real quick.
Yeah.
Why would he not come back? Because isn't all his money next year?
No, all his money is this year. He's making that $60 million payday. My imagination, or how I'm imagining this going, the Packers had to move it to 2024 salary for trade reasons. We don't know exactly how it'll work, but my guess is he's going to get most of that money this year. But we'll see. Even if he doesn't, I mean, Aaron Rodgers, if you believe him, was willing to leave $60 million on the table to retire this year. You just never know with that guy.
Yeah.
If he wins the Super Bowl this year, I'm riding off into the sunset.
Oh, if he wins the Super
Winning
Bowl,
with the
I think
Jets,
he's gone.
that's it. Yeah.
The way I view it, Super Bowl, he's gone. If they suck, he's gone. If they have a good playoff run, I think he probably comes back for one more chance.
Yeah.
That would be my
Paul,
guess.
Like what Jerome Bettis did.
Paul,
Yeah.
he can't retire this year. There's one more
you're
stop
right.
left in his career.
Shoot, you're right. Yeah.
Oh,
No,
yeah, you're right.
Okay, so you're right. So
He brings a Super Bowl to the New York Jets, who are long suffering, and then he thinks that's not a big enough challenge. I need to bring a Super Bowl to a team that's never won one.
Or
No. He'll go 8-8 with the Jets.
Or he'll get
Go
hurt.
to Minnesota. He'll get hurt.
He'll get hurt
Go to
or
Minnesota
something.
and go 13-3, get the number 1 seed.
No. You know what it is? He'll be with the Jets. They'll be off to a hot start. He gets hurt. They wind up getting Caleb Williams or Drake May after sucking the whole season without him. And then Kirk leaves.
Rodgers goes to
comes
Minnesota.
over.
14-2.
14-2, we lose in the NFC Championship game.
To the Saints.
to the Saints, yeah. Just pick a team, the Saints. Then Derek Carr. No.
Lattimore has some big pick six in overtime.
All right, speaking of the Vikings and the Packers jumped the Vikings in the odds to win the NFC North. Right now it sits at Detroit as the favorite, plus 140, Green Bay at plus 330, and the Vikings and Bears tied for last at plus 350. I'm a little confused why the Vikings sit there, but here's what I'll say. You can't replicate 11-0. It's just not going to happen, though I wouldn't put it past Kirk to have a little magic. But this team improved on both sides of the ball. They brought in Brian Flores, the biggest addition to their defense, which was horrible. A terrible, terrible defense. And then Jordan Addison comes in on the offensive side to pair him with Justin Jefferson and TJ Hawkinson. So it's a very dangerous receiving core that they have in Minnesota. I understand Detroit being the favorite, but to discredit the Vikings completely and have them tied for last in this division when they really have improved on both sides, it's great betting value, but it's also just wrong to have them that low.
It's outrageous, right? Like the one I think you have to focus on is we're tied with the Bears. The Bears won 4 games last year. They were last in the division.
They
were the number one overall
pick in the draft.
And we're talking about like the Vikings, who won 9 more games than them. Suddenly, like, even though the offense improved and the defense improved, I get it, right? There were a lot of 1-score games. But this is a competent team with a head coach who'll be entering his second year. I don't know why there's so much Vikings hate.
Green Bay's going to stink. But they're a big name. So it doesn't surprise me.
I mean, are we forgetting that Jordan Love actually placed a bet on him not being a backup level NFL quarterback with his most recent signing? I mean, Jordan Love thinks he sucks.
Yeah,
why does the betting market think he's good?
They're going to stink because Green Bay's a very big name. But I'm more puzzled on why they have the same odds as the Bears.
They are the same as the Bears.
Well, yeah, that really doesn't make sense to me. A team who
and they're basically the same as the Packers.
A team who won 4 games.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going all in on the Justin Fields is literally Jalen Hurts storyline. Like, oh yeah, they got a competent receiver and he's a running quarterback, so he's going to step forward. We don't know that. Justin Fields could stink next year. I
mean, the Vikings, what were they? They were 13-4, right? Which probably won't happen again.
Probably not. But that's a great record.
It's like the fact they won 13 games. Now they return. They got better. I would think they got a little better.
They have gotten better.
A little better, and they have the same odds as the Bears. Doesn't make much sense to me.
Here's why. I'll answer the question.
It's like they're projecting regression. They're projecting the Bears to be.
Well, no. I think we all know why their defense sucks. Their secondary is abysmal, but the hope is that you bring in Lewis Seen, who was hurt all of last year. He's basically getting a first-round pick at safety. Andrew Booth was hurt. He wasn't that promising when he played, but a second-round pick at corner. And now you bring in Byron Murphy, Marcus Davenport. Linebacker's still a problem, but the defense...
And you bring in Brian Flores.
And Brian Flores, as I said, is the biggest one. So the defense can't get worse. If it gets worse, it's going to be one of the worst defenses in the history of football. So if that defense gets a little better, plus bringing in Jordan Addison, I think that this team should be a better team. Maybe not record-wise, but it should be a better football team.
I mean, the reasons that every team in this division has pretty short odds is because right now the Lions are probably the best team. They can implode at any moment.
No one's talking. People aren't talking about that at all.
Like the Lions Are we charging the Lions to go 9-8 and miss the playoffs again? Not really.
Thank you. This is the first time I'm really hearing someone. We're all talking about the Lions, and I understand why you can be excited about.
No,
that.
I
There's
am.
a lot of excitement.
I am excited about the Lions. I think they'll be pretty good.
Yeah, I
like
Campbell.
They're 9-8. No,
I like Campbell. The defense has gotten a lot better. There's reason to be excited, but remember, Jared Goff was kicked out of LA for a reason.
That's why they got Hooker in the third round.
He was really good for a while out there in Los Angeles, but Jared Goff, you don't know. He's not a guarantee to be great.
That's what we were saying last episode. It's like you can watch Goff play a stretch of 4 games where he stinks. It's like,
remember, didn't they start 1-8?
Yeah, and then they went on a crazy run.
They got a hot run at the end. And,
yes.
and look, sometimes teams can just flip the switch like that. But if they just go back to what they were, I don't view Detroit as I'm not scared of them.
It's like the Browns. It's the Lions. There's Lions, Browns. It's.
Would I be surprised if they won like 13 games or 12 games? I don't expect that.
Their win total's 9.5.
Yeah, we're talking
Vikings
about
are 8.5.
Yeah, we're talking about the line. Yeah, exactly. The win total right there should tell you everything. Like if you're looking at it from a betting value, the Vikings at 350 is possibly the best value you could get in the entire NFL right now.
Outside the Steelers,
outside the Steelers,
yeah, of course,
naturally. So that was just confusing to me. I get that people normally are low on the Vikings and a little higher on the Packers than they should be, but I don't like the flip. I don't like Detroit being that big a favorite. We'll see what happens. There.
Where's Jordan Love throwing to?
Romeo Doubs and Christian Watson. Yeah, that's another great point.
Like, I get that Aaron Rodgers made those receivers look good, and you had the old Christian Watson breakout, but our number 1 receiver is better than their number 1. Our number 2 is better than their number 2. Our number 3 is better than their number 3. Our tight end's better than their tight end. Our quarterback's better than their quarterback. Like, the offensive gaps are astronomical. It's not like the Packers' defense was good.
I think on offense, you would take Jefferson, Addison, and Hawkinson over any weapon on Green Bay.
Yeah. I think it's just the name Green Bay Packers.
Maybe that's what it is. We'll see. Jordan Love. I'm not expecting a lot from Jordan Love, but look, I was hoping that Aaron Rodgers wouldn't turn into Aaron Rodgers, and here we are, 15 years later.
You never know. It's his time now. It's his time.
Jeez. All right, I wanted to talk about the Giants a little bit here. Their schedule came out, as I said at the top of the show, 7 of the first 10 games on the road to start the season. And there's a lot of optimism in New York right now. Giants fans are very excited. They're happy with the draft. Hyatt falling to them. I know you liked him a lot, Jack, right? The Tennessee guy.
Yeah, I did.
People are really excited about the Giants. I want to have a little reservation, though, because in order to be a legitimate Super Bowl contender, they'll need a Josh Allen-esque leap from Daniel Jones, and I just don't see that happening. I see another 8 or 9, 10 wins probably is the ceiling. That kind of a season in New York. And a wild card berth is very possible, maybe even get back to the divisional round. But in reality, this team is a lot closer to the Commanders than they are the Cowboys or Eagles.
Oh, for sure.
So expectations just do need to be hampered a little bit. And Daniel Jones, as great a season as he had, do we really see a jump?
What grace? He threw for 15 touchdowns.
As great a season as Daniel Jones had compared to what we were expecting heading. You have to say he had a very good season for what we were expecting last year.
No, but this is exactly the problem, right? As people are talking about this Giants team like they're going to take a huge step forward. We were shocked to see Daniel Jones throw for 3,000 yards and 15 touchdowns. That was like mind-blowing excellence. And now they've signed him to a big deal. He's going to be there a while. They still have mediocre pass catchers. I don't understand what the excitement is of this team. Last year was clearly fluky, and they enjoyed it. And that was great for the fans. But now you're seeing this team go all in like there was really something there. And I don't get it.
Yeah, when you say they go all in, Ziggy, can you just explain that a little bit?
What I mean is rather than saying, okay, we had a fluky year, we did well, we're going to use that goodwill to rebuild, right? To try and set ourselves up to take a good quarterback next year.
The Jones contract.
Well, the Jones contract, the Saquon franchise tag, the big free agency spending, the way they're approaching this team is a team that's going to win 12 or 13 games next year and be a real contender in the NFC. And if they are, it will only be because the NFC doesn't have a single top 5 team in the NFL.
Yeah, I don't think the Giants are really all that good.
Wait, I'm sorry. The Eagles are a top 5 team in the NFL.
We'll see.
Yeah, I just totally missed what
sometimes
Ziggy said.
sometimes when I rewatch shows,
Next
I see
year
like,
they will not.
Ziggy will
Next
say
year
something.
they will not.
Ziggy will say something. I'll be like,
sneak that in there.
wait a second. Like I should have said something. And I just hear him saying.
I think they're the third best team in the NFL.
Check next year. The Eagles will not be a top 5 team. Write me down for it.
All right, I'm writing it down right here.
Jalen Hurts #regression.
I love that, but I do want to say about the Giants.
Very possible.
About the Giants, though, while we're talking about them not like we're talking about them in a fairly negative light right now, I do think that they still have a good football team. Like
I think they're okay.
I see this team winning about 8 or 9 games and threatening a wild card spot. I just don't think that the Super Bowl or even an NFC Championship game is realistic at all.
I mean, I think the best that the Giants can do for a long time is get the number 6 or 7 seed in the playoffs. Maybe win a game like this year and get trounced by one of the better teams.
Remember
like
when they played Philly
for
at the end of last year? They got destroyed in the playoffs. They got destroyed at home against them. When all the backups were in, that was a close game. But
they're the second worst team in their division.
They ended the year 3-6-1.
And you look at this optimism, right? They tied the Commanders in what was that, like week 15 or 16? They tied the Commanders. If they had lost that game, they wouldn't have made the playoffs. The Commanders would have made them instead. Yeah, they should have lost this game. We'd be looking at them completely differently.
No,
so we're talking about them tying a team everyone knows is bad. I get the Commanders went 8-8 last year. They weren't good. But there's nothing. This team didn't show anything. They beat a putrid Vikings secondary in the playoffs. Great job, guys.
They beat the crap out of them.
Yeah, but we sucked.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to pretend like we were good. Oh, yeah, our secondary was abysmal.
Oh yeah, the Eagles mauled you guys.
Definitely. Oh yeah, no. Daniel Jones looked like Brett Favre against
that team is the clear cut third best team in their division.
But would it stun me if Washington had a better record? It wouldn't stun me. I'd be a little surprised, but I wouldn't be jaw dropped.
It would surprise me more if Washington finished better than the Giants than if the Giants finished first or second.
But again, you just as we talked about this with the Jets. You can look at this with the Giants, right? Their schedule next year, they've got home versus the Cowboys, at Cardinals, at 49ers, versus Seahawks, at Dolphins, at Bills. Like they could easily be 1-5 there.
Every way I look at it, their first 10 games, I think 5-5 is like that's about realistic, and really 4-6 maybe.
Yeah, I don't think 4-6. I think 4-6 would be a success for this.
A lot of this past season too, that's carrying over for the Giants is that didn't they start the year 6-2 or 6-3?
Yes,
they were off to a super hot start.
They finished pretty poorly.
That's when they finished 3-6-1. But that hot start kind of carried over into this offseason. Even that Viking playoff win. Don't let it fool you. That Viking secondary, like we said, was horrible. And you saw a lot of the issues the Giants really have get exposed in Philadelphia a week later.
People talk about the Vikings in 1-score games, right? The Giants started 6-1, and all 6 of those wins were 1-score games.
I believe the Giants had the biggest. There is some calculation, the luck statistic, and the Giants actually had the luckiest season of anyone in the league. People were talking about how lucky the Vikings got. The Giants led the league in the luck factor.
Let me walk you through their first 6 wins, all right?
Please do.
They beat the Titans by 1 point. They beat the Panthers by 3 points. They beat the Bears by 8. They beat the Packers by 5. The Ravens by 4. The Jaguars by 6. And the Texans by 7.
Ravens and Jaguars are okay wins.
And the Jags were an inch away.
What I mean is just like this is a team that had very few early good wins. They had a bunch of wins by only a couple points against teams that were terrible. Right? Does that 3-point win against the Panthers look impressive? That touchdown win against the Texans? And then when they played decent teams like the Eagles, they just got blown out.
Yeah, and remember, there's a reason why their win total is set at 7.5 right now.
Should be lower.
The expectations should not be sky high for the New York. Again, just want to clarify because I know Giants fans are going to get up in the comment section. This team can go to the wild card round. I don't think that saying they make the playoffs is crazy. Like they just did it. They got a little better this offseason. I could very well see them going back to the divisional if they get a nice draw in the first round.
And they'll lose 38-7 again.
But that's probably what will happen. Yes.
My hot take for the year though is the Giants beat the Jets in MetLife. And then they'll say, get up out of our stadium.
Oh, so you see it as a territorial
It'll be like
game,
Jets minus 9.5. Giants will beat them. Be like, this is our stadium.
Well,
if it's Jets minus 9.5, that's like the best bet in the NFL.
The Jets at that point.
I'd slam the Giants on the money line. I'm taking the Giants on the money line in that game.
The Jets could be 2-4 coming into that game, given our early analysis.
The Jets are off a bye.
Jets are off a bye.
Oh, never mind then. I don't know.
I think Jets are probably like 3-3 at that point.
Giants will beat them.
Giants are a good team. Yeah, they're a solid team, just not a Super Bowl contender.
Get your own stadium.
All right, let's finish up here. It's 9:23. We want to do the draft real quick?
Yeah, do the draft real quick.
All
and
right.
I gotta mosey on out of here.
We're gonna do the things that
Got
are
a date
fast
tonight
Oh, date, yeah. Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if it actually was date. Here are
With,
some things that are fast, Jack.
with Zack's sister.
Who's cuffed? So that's
Who's cuffed?
yeah.
That
That'll
Should
be
be
Interesting.
interesting.
All right, who would like the first pick in the things that are fast? Well, Jack, why don't you take it because you're probably the fastest guy.
Oh, yeah, my first pick is me, Jack Weinberger. That's my first pick. I'm the fastest man I know.
You are very fast. So you're actually taking.
I'm taking myself. Yeah.
All right, Jack takes himself with the first pick. There, there you go. All right, Jack takes Jack. Ziggy.
No, let's go to you, Paul.
Okay.
Ooh, Ziggy wants the third pick.
All right, we'll go Jack, Paul, Ziggy.
Sorry, Ziggy. Jack Weinberger's off the board.
Do you actually want to take yourself first?
Take myself, yeah.
Okay. All right, Jack takes Jack. I'm going to take then.
I'm taking myself when I was like 19. 19-year-old Jack.
Yeah, no, that's.
Not 24-year-old Jack.
All right, let's take a look here. What is fast? I'm going to go with. I guess we're not. We have to also remember. We're not taking just the fastest thing. This is like you're building a team.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the Flash.
Nice. I like that. It's a great pick.
All right. My first pick, I'm going with a classic burger and fries.
You got to be kidding.
It's fast food, Paul. It's fast food.
All right, I'm going to say fast food.
What do you mean? Wow. Okay. Fine. I get all of fast food. Yeah, sure. Free money.
Okay, so this is our worst draft ever. We have Jack the Flash fast food. Go ahead, Ziggy.
Ziggy, you back to back.
Give me the Ferrari.
Ferrari.
Just it's.
You want like race
Yeah.
car?
Oh yeah, like you seen that movie Ford versus Ferrari?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me one of those.
Do you
Okay.
want race car?
Yeah.
All
you know
right.
what? Sure. Give me all a race car. Fuck it.
All right. All right.
We're riding.
All right, race cars. Back to me. I have the Flash right now. I'm gonna go with a cheetah.
Oh, that was my pick.
I think I'm dominating this draft.
That's a
Zach.
great pick. I'm gonna take
super fast, fastest land animal.
I'm gonna take airplanes.
Like, why don't you just take a jet?
Okay, a jet. Yeah.
Okay, a jet.
Take the Black Hawk, or not the Black Hawk.
All right.
Blackbird.
So
Well,
right now,
airplanes faster than a cheetah. They're like 500 miles an hour.
that is way faster. Yeah, I can't argue that.
You're taking the Blackbird.
So you got right now. Just to recap for everyone, Jack's team heading into the final round. Jack starts that off. He has himself and a jet. I have the Flash and the cheetah, and Ziggy has fast food and race cars.
Although knowing the way Zach judges, you're not going to win.
No. I'm screwed.
You're not going to win. Like Zach will be like, "Oh, yeah, Jack, you're fast."
Ziggy's got the Indy 500, basically.
Oh, Zach's definitely a race car guy, is he not?
Yeah.
Oh, and he loves fast food.
Look, you guys don't
Yeah.
pick for the audience.
Oh, Ziggy,
gotta
you
give
won.
some-
Dude, yeah, you
Yeah,
won.
Ziggy, you won.
All right, Jack, go ahead.
I get back to back. I was thinking Usain Bolt, but I already have me, so I'm not going to take.
You already
Usain
have a
Bolt.
human.
Yeah, I already have a human. The Roadrunner.
Fuck.
Ooh,
That's the pick that I
great one.
wanted.
Paul
They're-
definitely would have won if he picked the Roadrunner.
I took a cheetah over Roadrunner. Damn it. Okay.
Yeah, but Cheetah would have been gone.
Who's faster? Cheetah's faster than Roadrunner, though, right?
I'd have to imagine the Roadrunner's faster.
Is
than
Roadrunner
Cheetah.
faster than Cheetah?
It's faster than Wile E. Coyote.
Damn it! I really wanted that.
Surely it's much faster. It's not even close.
He's also faster than like all the rockets he shoots at him.
I mean, Usain Bolt is right there. Oh, Lightning McQueen is pretty fast.
No, he's not.
Who's the one who said-
Did you ever watch the third movie?
No, I need to see the last one.
Oh.
All right, I'm between here.
There's an obvious pick here for me.
I'm between
I'm you.
Don't tell him.
these two here.
Just go for it, Paul.
Oh man, I just love Speedy Gonzalez so much.
That's who I would take.
I'm gonna take Speedy Gonzalez.
That's my pick.
I
That's
love
who
him. It was him and Sonic were the two choices. But
Oh,
I
Sonic's
mean,
cool.
his name is Speedy.
Yeah.
His
If
name.
we do a slow draft, we can take his cousin, Slowpoke Rodriguez.
All right, so I got Speedy Gonzalez. Go ahead, Ziggy.
Give me light. Literally the fastest thing there could be.
That's good. All right, so here we go. Zach, this might be your toughest judging yet.
Yeah, this is actually kind of decent.
Jack has himself Jets and the Roadrunner. I have the Flash, Cheetahs, and Speedy Gonzalez. And Ziggy has fast food, race cars, and light. The speed of light. All right. Do you have your winner? Can we do the drum roll?
Yeah, I got my winner.
All right, here we go.
And the winner is Paul.
Big time.
Yeah,
big time. I thought Ziggy was going to sneak in.
I would say you,
I'd say Jack.
and then me. And then
Wow.
Was
honestly, I prefer myself last.
was Speedy Gonzalez the pick over Sonic?
Yeah. I don't know, yeah.
Was
Zach,
that relevant?
What derailed you from picking me to win?
You.
I'm pretty fast though.
Wait,
I
what
think
would
it's
you
pretty
have
fast.
taken
But
if you hadn't taken yourself?
Third.
That's true.
True.
If you hadn't taken yourself, what would you have?
Airplanes. Well, the jet
The Jet would have been your number one pick
probably.
over like the Flash.
I mean, they're great fasting. Like you can get from here to Los Angeles in 3 hours, 6 hours.
That's crazy.
6 hours. 6 hours. Here to Florida is like 2.5, 3.
Take the Blackbird, you can get there in 3 hours.
I was thinking
Planes
those,
are incredible.
Those speeding like bullet trains too. They have.
In Japan.
I was thinking about that. I didn't, that's undrafted though.
You want to know a fun fact? That, on the Blackbird, they don't put guns on it because if it flies so fast that it would shoot itself.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's pretty crazy. Wait, so what went undrafted? Lightning. I guess that's light.
That's
So
light,
we'll count
yeah,
that
that's
as
light.
Light. Then Lightning McQueen, who Zach derailed. Usain Bolt, who's fast, but we already had
Already had
human
a
representation.
faster human.
So really, out of all the things that we wrote down as potential fast objects, Sonic is the only one that missed it.
I guess like, we nailed all the fastest thing.
Yeah. Did we forget anything super like
Like Ziggy.
I've got the fastest thing.
is the Flash faster? I think the Flash is faster than light.
But that's impossible. Therefore, it's separate.
No, I took the fastest thing myself.
Actually, I think the Roadrunner could have been the 1-1. He's that good a pick.
And that's a great pick.
Like Roadrunner, Cheetah, and Flash are my favorites.
That got back into contention, the Roadrunner.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Looney Tunes has some great fast people. Like Wile E. Coyote, very fast. He chases down Roadrunner sometimes.
Yeah, he's just...
but the Roadrunner.
No, Roadrunner always gets
Could have
away.
picked Bugatti.
Yeah. Bugatti.
Bugatti.
Yeah, but we're giving that to Ziggy.
Wile E. Coyote is fast. He just
Wile E.
also
Coyote
looks.
is very.
Bugatti's not a race car.
Yeah, but a race car's faster than a Bugatti, right?
Bugatti hits what, like 260?
I have no idea.
I think. Or
So wait, there's got to be something else that I'm forgetting. That's really, really fast.
Jack in bed.
Oh.
No, that's pretty slow.
No.
That's pretty slow.
All right. It's time to wrap up this podcast. Oh, real quick, can you tell Ziggy about your Instagram DM?
He knows. We talked about it last week.
We talked about the.
Well, we didn't talk about it on air.
Oh, is that something we could talk about on air?
Oh yeah, I don't really care.
Go for it. I want to hear it again.
I don't know. Did we actually tell him that this?
This is our next reel. This is the next reel.
Yeah, it's the next reel. Yeah, this will be good revenge right here. Ziggy, buckle up for this.
Wait. Which one are we talking about?
I don't want to say names, but the
one that blocked me?
Yeah, the one that blocked.
Yeah, the one that blocked you.
Oh, I don't think
I don't think Ziggy heard about this.
Ziggy didn't hear about this one. So Ziggy, I literally just DM'd this girl, right?
For context, for anyone who's listening, if you're still listening at this point and you don't know what's going on,
God bless you if you still are listening.
God bless you
if you're still listening at this
please
point.
hit that subscribe button because
Yeah.
I don't know why you're still listening, but
if
the
you're still
football's
listening,
long
you'll
gone.
like anything we'll put out.
Well, if this becomes a reel, then they
Well, I don't know for privacy reasons.
I don't know.
Anyway, for those who are unaware, Zach is on the market for the first time in a long time.
He's on the hunt.
So he's getting back into the game, and he has a hinge now that we walked through on one of our episodes, and finally he started reaching out to people, and one of the first few that happened did not go so well. So here it is.
It's not even that it didn't go well.
It was weird. It was weird. Yeah,
It just
go
didn't
ahead.
go.
Go ahead. Tell
So
Ziggy.
it was this girl's birthday.
It went backwards.
I wished her a happy birthday. She said thank you. And then the next day I was like, oh, hey, how was your birthday? Immediate block. like, and it's not even like this. All right, should I say this? It's like not even.
I mean, wait, hold on. No. You shouldn't. You shouldn't
say that.
You shouldn't.
No.
You shouldn't. But it was pretty funny.
I was surprised that you were blocked off that. That's surprising.
Well, you gave him the line, didn't you?
Well, he gave me the choice between 2 lines. I just gave him the better one.
What was the other line?
Something really bad.
I can totally get blocking someone over asking about the birthday, but if you're okay with them asking about the birthday, why is following up on it a problem? Like, that's what's incoherent.
I will say,
Like, pick one.
I do think that a follow-up, like, hey, how was your birthday, is kind of strange.
She's probably,
but not strange enough to get blocked.
No,
No,
it wasn't
it's-
strange at all. What do you mean?
I mean, you say, how was your birthday? She says, good. The next day, hey, how was your birthday?
No, I didn't ask her how her birthday was the first day.
Oh, wait,
Zach,
what was the first one?
The first one was just happy
Oh,
birthday.
happy birthday. Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
It's like, I didn't ask her how her birthday
we
was.
won't say names, but did you know her well? Or not really?
Yeah.
You did? Yeah,
So you got blocked from a friend.
That's surprising.
I don't know. I was
Borderline friend?
close enough. Like,
That's surprising. Because I was going to say, if it's somebody who, like,
It's like a random.
you never had really talked to.
Yeah. Like, I understand that. But, like,
Yeah, that's surprising.
It must have been some other reason you got blocked. It can't be the content of that.
I think I do have a reason.
Zach has a
Zach
picture with his
definitely
ex-girlfriend on his profile.
well, that's not your profile picture? No, it's
No,
not my profile.
on your feed, though. It's on your feed.
Oh, but that's, I mean, that's just.
So the problem is I can't get rid of it because it really is. The picture's not about her. It's about me getting my
The black
brown belt.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's fine. You know what? He probably sent her a dick pic or something and just isn't
Yeah,
telling us.
and probably just,
No,
yeah.
you guys saw the feed. I didn't send anything besides
Oh, no,
that.
she probably wanted dick pic, but Zach sent her an asshole pic.
Yeah, Zach definitely sent something that he then unsent and is not showing the true story because blocking someone over that is. This podcast is going to get us in trouble one day.
One day, but today's not the
But
time.
nothing we've said today is outrageous.
No, we're very good about.
I just don't know what I did wrong.
Zach, sometimes
We're all
you do
wondering the
nothing.
same thing.
Sometimes you do nothing wrong.
Maybe she was just not interested in you and realized this and didn't know how else to say it.
Yeah.
And this was like sort of just an occasion to reconsider you.
No, I think I have a nice reason why that she did, but we won't get to that.
Oh, some
We'll
drama.
talk about it off.
We could save that for next.
Yeah.
episode.
next
we-
episode. Next episode.
Keep the nice reason off there. We're just shitting on this random girl on the show.
Well,
Yeah.
she's blocked, so even if this becomes a real, she'll
She
never
blocked
know.
the Paul Farrington show.
No.
Oh, she blocked the channel.
I don't think
That's too far, man.
No way. She blocked the channel.
I don't think she follows the channel.
Jeez.
That'd be stunning if she did.
Our
It would be
show's getting
stunning.
increasingly popular. We're showing up
It
in
is.
random people's feeds. Imagine like
Paul's drawing a tree here on air.
Yeah. Yeah, I show the camera when we can zoom in.
That's our sign to. That's our sign to wrap
It's
it
our
up.
sign to get out of here. All right. When we come back next week, we'll do some more schedule breakdowns. I'm excited to get down and actually predict season game by game.
Oh, yeah, me
what's
too.
going on. Steelers will be very fun because that schedule is light.
14 and 3.
That's a light schedule. You know, someone said I sounded like Howard Stern in a comment.
Really?
I was like, oh, or maybe you. They were talking about me or you, I think, because these microphones really do make your voice sound
That's a good
pretty.
compliment.
That's what I said.
That's
to
a
the guy.
great compliment.
I don't know if he was talking about me or you, but he just said, like, why does this guy sound like Stern? And I just said, hey, we'll take that compliment.
No, of course.
So we'll take it. Most of our comments are hate mail.
80% are negative, but that's all right.
But we'll take the positives. All right. With that said, we will catch you next week. Hopefully Andrew is back. That baseball season is wrapping up, so we should be a little bit more consistent going forward with our episode releases. And we look forward to it. Again, please like, comment, subscribe. See you Tuesday.